mess with the bull and you get the horns.
Let me at least get him low.
I will take
dead.
that pitiful existence you call a life
do not
from
get
you.
cocky.
I bring pandemonium!
I do know that there is a way to
Prepare
dodge him.
to get crushed!
Do I want to though? It does take a little bit longer than every other boss. But, you know, that's fun. When he spawns a lot of humans, you get overwhelmed. One of the easiest. Welcome to another Telos Realms video. Today, as you can see based on the title, I'll be showing you guys how to fight every boss and rank them from S tier being the best and F tier being the hardest or the worst in my opinion. So let's get right into it. So for the first boss we're doing, we are going to start from, I believe, Chungus. I believe we can do Chungus. I'll also be like showing off classes and their play styles, and in my opinion how to play every single one of them. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I just started about a week ago, but I believe I know what I'm doing a little bit.
Incoming!
Major fracture detected.
NANI?!
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up. Wake up.
Alright, as you guys can see, we made it to Chungus. I had the Freddy's mic in my stash. I got it earlier today. So the thing with the mic is that it deals more damage the closer that you are to your enemy. Chungus is pretty easy. All you gotta do is like... Chungus is pretty easy. Other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. The thing is that I'm using like a really hard weapon to use. But it should be fine. So the thing with Freddy's mic is that the closer you are to your enemy, the more damage that it does. So I am trying my best to do that. Yeah, this is the only attack that's like a for sure. So as long as you're tanky enough to take that, you're good. I do recommend Knight for starters because how tanky it is. That is the reason why I also switched to Knight for this boss. Because the only way to really beat Chungus is just to be tanky. Because his shots, he has like a shot that's like a for sure will hit you, which is this one, where he like throws you into the sky and literally kung fu's you. So you just gotta be tanky enough and he should be easy to do. I know that I am getting low, but it's just because my weapon, I have to like stay on him. But other than that, it's pretty easy. He's almost dead. These are easy to dodge. And then, bam, he's dead. Allarius is a Minotaur. He also shouldn't be too hard. Chungus on the tier list. Let's check his drops while we're here. So he drops Carrot on a Stick, which is one of the best weapons for Samurai. And he also drops Spring Season Scripture. This is like a 20k drop. This is like a 40k drop or something. Not really my favorite, but he does take you to a good boss. I give him a good B tier. He's solid, you know, he's solid. He's solid. The next one that we're doing is Allarius. If we just check the realm bosses, he drops really good armor. This is probably something that you will wear as a huntress, as a assassin for a good minute till like endgame. This is a pretty good bow as well. Like this bow is pretty good. So I would say that he's one of the better bosses. Let's try to fight him. and let's see how that goes. But yeah, Knight, if you guys want to choose something to start with, Knight is pretty tanky. It's very forgiving. Samurai is also very forgiving because you still have the plate armor. This is probably not the best class for this. Necromancer does have the highest survivability of all the classes, I would say, because you can just run around while dodging and placing down your... Okay. Good thing we're tanky. So he also has a sure shot, which is that he just did, where he picked me up and threw me on the ground. But in his phase 2, he does get a lot harder. It's not really that hard. You just have to dodge his abilities, his axe. If you do that, it should be good. As you can see, I am pretty tanky with Knight. Go over here. Defense is like almost 80. Very low attack, 6.2. Very good speed, very good evasion. Other than that, very low attack. This is the one where he punches you up. I believe he spawns his axe soon. Now, okay, so if this hits you, it stuns you, and you don't want that to happen. I could demonstrate it, but let me at least get him low. I don't want to demonstrate it. Alright, I'll demonstrate it right here. Wait, hit me. Like, it stuns you in place. It's really bad if you do get hit by that. If you're starting out, you will most likely panic. Just don't panic, and you should be fine. Bam, he's dead. That's Allarius for you guys. Yeah, I'd give him an A tier. He's, I would say, easier than Chungus, but he's not the easiest, you know, and he has regular drops, you know. He has really good drops. I lied. Okay, next thing is Necromancer. I'll be showing it off. Next boss we got is Astaroth. I really don't like this boss. He drops stuff that nobody really uses, and he's very hard to do solo or even in a group. He drops a portal that's more endgame than every other one of them. I'll try to solo him, so let's just hope for the best. I would say he is the hardest out of all of them. Come on, dude. So Necromancer, like I said, has really good survivability because you can just place your summons and dodge. Okay. Yeah, he's really hard to do. Stuff that he drops is very bad. And I don't like doing this boss. I'm not enjoying myself right now. As you can see, even though I have like 40 health, I'm still being safe. Trying to be as safe as possible, because he does hurt a lot. I don't think I've done him much. I think I have like 4 clears of him. Every time I try to do him, I just forget why I don't do him. But now I'm remembering. I really don't like doing him. So as you guys can see, I'm just dodging everything that he throws at me. I'm using the pillar. The pillar is the most important part. You can use the pillars to dodge all of his projectiles. It literally just blocks it for you. Except for like this big one. He's almost dead. Do not get cocky when someone is low. It just means that he can kill you faster. I'll show you guys what I mean. This Orb of Conflict is probably worth nothing, and I show you guys how much this goes for. Yeah, it's like 30k. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I put him in F tier. His other job, I believe, is a dagger. A kunai. It's not even a dagger. It's a kunai. Shoots a projectile that returns to you once it's reached its max range. The returning eagle's 20. Never mind. It's goated. It's goated. Okay, that's gonna bump him up. I just really hate doing him. I would give him a C tier. I'll give him a C tier. His drops are nice. Okay, somebody told me that his drops are bad. Blame that person. Okay. All right, we made it a Gloomy. Gloomy is a panda. He is fairly easy. Probably one of my most funnest bosses to do. All you have to do is dodge the projectiles. Everything is self-explanatory. He does like these rings. These literally show you where they're going with those lines. He does have a phase 2. Those rings you can't really help but get hit by them. I do know that there's a way to dodge them. Do I want to though? Don't really care that much. So this, okay, you can't dodge rings. I'm just showing off the boss, but yeah. Self-explanatory. This is part 2. For part 2, you gotta watch out. He throws like these ink sacs from the pools that deal a lot of damage, and you don't want to stand on top of him because that's how you die. So you dodge these ink pools, and bam, easy boss completed. Alright, so that was Gloomy. Very low HP, very easy to do. The projectiles do get a little bit overwhelming, but he's pretty easy, and he gives you a decent dungeon to go into. I believe he has some pretty good jobs. He drops you a crystal kunai, shoots a projectile that returns to you once it reaches its max range. Also, this kunai is probably the best kunai, because as you guys can read, it also paralyzes enemies for 4 seconds and gives you +7 vitality. So they don't move and you deal more damage. And this is a really good poison. Deals damage very quick. So after seeing this kunai, I'm bringing Astaroth back to an F, and I'm putting Gloomy at an S. Okay, these are very biased, by the way, so if you guys don't like my ranking, I apologize. Gloomy is S tier. Let's switch classes. Alright, we're at the next boss. The next boss is Lotill. Probably the most annoying boss to do because of how much health that he has, and because of his attacks that are super annoying and this ice. But let's hop right into it. Or invis. This is also the assassin class. I probably have him transcend to 0, so if I take a little bit long to do, I apologize. This crystal ball or this ice ball is probably his worst attack. I hate doing this boss. I've done him many times because he drops a, I believe, an emblem for basically an offhand for knight. So that's why I was trying to do him. I have so many clears with him or on him, but I never got lucky to get an emblem. So this boss is just like Astaroth. You can use these pillars to basically keep your distance. He does go underground and do funny things, but shouldn't be too hard. He does take a little bit longer than every other boss, but you know, that's fun. I almost died. You know what? Seeing how annoying this guy is, I'll put him in a F tier, and I'll put Astaroth in the D tier, because at least Astaroth doesn't have this much health. Or it doesn't take this long to do. Oh my god, I hate this boss. I did it a lot of times with Mattia, who is my friend that I got into the game, and he also hates doing him. He's gonna stomp and go invis, and go back in. So I'm trying to time my invis with the crystal ball that he's like does. This one, the ice block attack. It does follow you, so you gotta watch out. Don't think that just because you are behind a wall that he won't go for you. God, I love the assassin class. The assassin class did get buffed. Would I tell a beginner to use it? Probably not. You could use him as a second class after you know a little bit more about the game. He is very hard to use since you get punished because he uses light armor. So I would give Necromancer S tier, Knight an A tier, Assassin probably, like if I had to rank them, it would be Knight. So for beginners, I would say Knight is the best, and I'd put Samurai as second best because he is still tankier than Necromancer. Necromancer does need Transcendence 5 to like be able to tank some hits. So yeah, it does take a little bit to grind, but then it kind of surpasses Samurai on being tanky because you can dodge. It has more survivability, so it's a little bit weird. If we're talking about like beginner, Samurai is better. But if we're talking about, okay, I played the game a little bit, I have some Transcendence, oh my god, please don't kill me. I'd probably put Necromancer on top, and then I would say, let me heal a little bit. But I think I would say Huntress is better for beginners than Assassin because it has more range, which at the same time gives you more survivability. And then I put Assassin, and I would say Arcanist is the worst for beginners since it has no defense, very hard to attack, but you gotta be very close. You're basically a glass cannon with Arcanist. It is the glass cannon build. I wouldn't recommend it for beginners, but it is very fun. So go with whatever you want. The game is pretty balanced when it comes to classes. You can see if we do /leaderboard, there's Knight, Necromancer, Assassin, Samurai, Necromancer. You know, like it's a very balanced game, I would say, when it comes to classes. Next boss is Tidal. Oh, let's talk about this boss. Let's talk about his drops and everything and what I'd rank him. So /bosses, and I would put Lotill at, yeah, he's still F tier. He has good drops, but like he's very annoying to do. I would say one of the hardest. I really don't like him. Alright, so we made it to Tidal. He is, I would say, a pretty good boss. I'd put him at, where would I put him? I'd put him at A tier. Fairly easy to do. He has one ability which you gotta like run from, but the rest you can just hit him and you should be fine. This is the ability, I believe. Yeah, no, yeah, no. There's another one where he like spawns balls and those do damage. I've seen him kill people. So do have to be careful a little bit. These are pretty easy. It's these balls. These balls deal a lot of damage, so you guys should dodge whenever he does this ability. He also has this where he throws the spear down and it does damage, so you do have to watch out for that. All you gotta do is just jump to dodge it though. This is pretty easy to dodge, just watch out for the bombs. Don't be too close to them when they are red. Bam, and he's dead. So he drops the emblem of Juggernaut, I believe it's called. He drops an emblem and he drops boots, like pants for I believe knight and samurai. So if we go to dungeon and bosses, realm bosses, this is the emblem that I was using when fighting Chungus as a knight. It basically shoots a barrage of shots all around you, basically like a nuke. If you're right on top of a person, all the shots hit the person. So 16 times 12, it does a lot of damage, but you have to be like right on top of somebody, like a mob, for all of them to hit them. It's pretty good, very mid-game emblem. This is also really good defense, probably the highest defense when it comes to pants. And the passive ability is really good. You gain plus 25 vitality for 5 seconds. 25 vitality is a lot. Like your basic vitality is like 7. Basically you crouch, you heal a shit ton of health. It's a really good, like, okay, I'm gonna run, I'm very low, and then I just crouch, 1, 2, and then I just keep running. It's really good for when you're in those type of situations, and it helps the game be more survivable as a knight or samurai. Let's go to our next class. We'll do Arcanist, yeah. Alright, so the last boss that we just did was Tidal. Tidal, I give him an A tier. He's really good when starting, since you will be starting as either knight or samurai. In my opinion, at least, you can play whatever you want. I'd give him a solid A tier. He's really easy to do, really easy to dodge his abilities. Now we're up to my very biased opinion, Valis. Valis is probably one of the easiest, but I think that it's just because of how much I've done him, and just because he is the first realm boss that I soloed. The only thing that could probably kill you is these orange things. They make you, they basically just blind you and have you stunned in place a little bit. I'm using Arcanist, as you can see. I'm not really the tankiest. The only reason that I am tanky is because of my gear. And I do probably the most damage out of all my classes, even though I have the worst transcendence as Arcanist. The thing about Arcanist is that you just have to dodge a lot more. You can't like toughen out an attack. So that's the only reason that I think Arcanist isn't really the best. But once you start to understand all the boss damage patterns, like all their attack patterns, it should be fine. Shouldn't be too hard. Like here, he basically teleports to you and shoots at you. So if you jump at the right time, you can dodge those attacks. So like bam, I jump, bam, okay, I didn't jump in time, bam, you jump. If you look at his arm when he waves it, you jump. That's it. He's that easy. And bam, he's dead. He drops sandals with really good stats, and he also drops the Cloak of Bloody Surprises, which makes you go invisible. You saw me using this earlier with the assassin. Makes you go invisible, gives you speed, and gives you plus 50 attack. In comparison, I have 23 attack as an Arcanist, so plus 50 attack for 4 seconds is a lot of damage. Yeah, I would give him a solid S tier. I'm very biased when it comes to Valis. He's probably one of my favorites. Okay, so we're at the next boss. The next boss is Uzul, the Slime God or Slime King. The thing about Uzul is that he has a special mechanic where he spawns these little slimes. You can't hit him until you kill these little slimes. So at the beginning he spawns them, and I believe that he spawns them in his before his second phase or to get into his second phase. So bam, I killed them, and now I can deal damage to him. Pretty easy to do once you guys understand how he works. You just gotta dodge and kill the baby slimes when they spawn. But because there's so many of them, some people get overwhelmed. Me, myself, when I first did him. Ooh, somebody got a cross. Okay, so this is what I mean when he spawns a lot of little ones. You get overwhelmed. And basically there is a healer slime which you gotta kill that makes the rest of them invincible. So you gotta kill that one before killing the rest of them. I don't think he spawned it in this cycle. Oh my god, I hate Arcanist so much. It's so hard to play. Okay. It's not that it's hard to play, it's that I'm bad at the game. What am I doing? No, no, no! Oh god, I might die. I might die. Okay. Okay, we're slowly chipping them. Slowly chipping them while dodging. Bam, that's another one. The only reason that I've been surviving is because of my gear. You won't have this gear at level 8. I will tell you that. This is my Necromancer build. I just moved it to Arcanist since they can wear the same thing. They do not use the same weapons though. So you gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so now that we killed all the slimes. I believe he has 3 phases now that I look at it. It's not just 2. So he now has a lot more projectiles. I gotta heal before he does his 3rd phase where he spawns a lot of baby slimes that deal a lot of damage. And he also gets a healer baby. I believe he has 3 phases. I'm hoping he doesn't. And I killed the healer slime already by accident without showing it off. I would say he's pretty solid. He drops. Okay, so that's the healer slime. The one that's flying around. You can't deal damage to any of the other ones until you kill that one, which is up here. Like, even if I hit all these little slimes, I don't deal damage to any of them until I kill that. Okay, now that he's dead, I can hit the rest of them. You're annoying. Oh, this is not fun. I am not having fun. Okay, maybe he is in an A tier. I put him more of a B tier. Just because the amount of projectiles that you have to dodge, it gets annoying. I don't care, it's biased. I give him B tier. He drops a really good dagger, but other than that, I think it's a dagger. We'll look at. Finally, oh my god. And he starts walking towards you doing this. He doesn't do a lot of damage, I believe. But still better to be safe than sorry in this game. I've seen a lot of people die just trying to toughen it out. Really easy to dodge. He does jump. Whoop. And I'm out. And he should die soon. In 3, 2, 1, dead. He drops Kronos. Kronos is really one of the best when it comes to drops, but we're just based off Uzul. Oh, really good star. Star is really good too. Shoots upwards of 3-star projectiles that accelerate over time. So I believe that this is one of the best kunai stars, whatever they're called, throwing stars, because they shoot a burst of 3 projectiles that each deal 25 damage with really good range, and they accelerate over time and increases your speed by 25. So the reason that it's good is that when you're high enough transcendence, you can set this to bounce back and forth from you and from the enemy, so you can just catch them, throw them back, catch them, throw them back. And because there's 3 of them, it does get a little bit hard, but I've seen people like do some crazy shit with them at high transcendence. And this is just a really good assassin weapon that I can show off if you guys want to. I believe I have it in my stash /stash. I also use it. A lot of people use it. It's really good. I would say mid-tier weapon. Really good mid-tier. Not mid-tier, but like, oh shit. People are getting drops on drops on drops. It's not a mid-tier, but it is like mid-game. There we go, mid-game. Alright, so our next boss is Freddy. Freddy, I would say, is the easiest boss to do out of all the bosses because he is the most forgiving. It's pretty easy to do. Just don't get stuck in his fire fart. And when he chases you, don't turn around. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. you can keep attacking him while walking back. So we made it to Freddy. I do have this sick weapon. Everything is Gucci, but the helmet is T1. This is the ability that I was talking about that he does, where he like hits you and chases you and jump scares you and does all those. And I hate it. So the thing about the Huntress that makes it super fun to play, I would say, is you get this thing, which is a bomb offhand. The thing about the bomb is that it is very nice for dodging abilities and stuff. For example, I can just do that, and if he was still chasing me, I guess he doesn't want my video to be good, it would have done damage. So this is his other phase. He spawns in 2 Freddys, and you can't hit him. Like, it takes no damage unless you kill them both. And this is the part where he farts at you. At-home flamethrower. And he starts dancing again, and you gotta kill these 2 clones to be able to kill him. So I just kill this mob, and then when he chases you, for example, bam, I use a bomb. It helps somehow, maybe not in this way, I guess, but it does help. You won't be doing as much damage as I am right now at level 1 Hunter. I just made this, so I did spend all my money to get another class. But yeah, I would say one of the funnest and one of the easiest round bosses to do. Very fast to kill, very easy. You can like cycle through him and his pizzeria pretty quick, and just like grind him forever. It's pretty easy. The higher tier the bomb, the more airtime that you get. Sick. I believe he drops Freddy's mic, the weapon that I was using earlier, and he also drops, if we check, he drops his exoskeleton hood, which is really good damage. I put him as also S tier. Okay, so this black pyramid spawns Anubis, and I haven't really done him a lot. So he spawns his scepter, which spawns a bunch of projectiles that just spin around. Not the easiest to dodge, I would say. And this ability, you just have to, I guess, walk through them fast enough. Yeah, I'm having so much fun. Oh my god. Okay, let's dodge a little bit. Let's regain our health. So to dodge that ability is a little bit hard. I'll show you guys next time that spawns. Hopefully I'm still alive for that. I know some people are gonna watch my gameplay and be like, oh my god, cringe. He does spawn these 4 like big scepters that shoot at you. I don't think that you can do damage to him unless you break them. Or I guess unless they despawn? Question mark. So the way to dodge this is to basically not dodge it. I guess just go through it. Oh my god. No, not like this. I put him at a B tier. He's very hard to do, but his reward is very nice. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. This is his face too. His scepter is a lot faster and does spawn a lot more projectiles while he throws lasers at you from his forehead. And these pillars also throw lasers at you. all of them without dying. I guess the last one just decided to kill itself. God damn it. Alright, let's go. He's almost dead. And he's dead. Okay, so why do I put him so high even though he is one of the hardest bosses? Is because of his drops. He drops the jewel that you saw me use when using Arcanist, and he drops the Anubis staff, which is really good. Really good necromancer weapon. I don't know if we gave Anubis a ranking, but my final ranking will be on screen right now, which was Chungus A tier, Allarius. You know what? No, Chungus B tier, Allarius A tier, Astaroth C tier, Gloomy B tier, Lotill F tier, Tidal B tier, Valis S tier, Uzul D tier, Freddy S tier, Anubis B tier. That's the ranking. That's all 10 bosses, and we are done. I know I did like switch it up a little bit, but the game is so balanced. These bosses are so balanced. I am so thankful for the devs. If you guys want to join me, go to play.telosrealms.com. I accept all friend invites. All you guys gotta do is /friends and send me an invite. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. That's all the Realms bosses with just their mechanics. I guess it's less of a tutorial, just me showing them off, me ranking them, while also showing off the different classes and their playstyles, I guess. Almost dying a couple of times, but you know, being the best player on Telos Realms is not easy. I'll see you guys soon, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.